What's going on, everyone? Train Freak here. And I'm doing a switching challenge from Jack. I don't know if y'all can hear me very well, so I've got Miss Freak here is also moderating. So we shall give a couple of minutes for people to get into the chat. So it looks like we got Grit and Grace Health and Wellness here. She's going to be kind of moderating some things. So we'll see who all chooses to pop in on a probably very busy Saturday. I don't know if you say afternoon, evening, you name it. But so the thing about Jack's challenge is he called out me and two other people. And he wanted to see us do some type of switching live over on our layout. He said it could be simple, it could be complex. I was like, well, I haven't done a switching video since I've made some changes here in Hickory Ridge. So I felt like that would probably be a good place to start. So I'm using JMRI. It looks like we got Joe Rader in here, Norman Rowe. Guys, let me know if you can hear me very well. I am using my GoPro Hero 8 Black for the first time for live streaming. So just let me know if you can hear me. And if I'm not paying attention to the chat, like I said, my lovely wife, Grit and Grace Health and Wellness, is here to ask your questions for me. Alright, I see my mom, Kathy Wilson, here. I see Norman Rose saying 5 by 5. I'm not sure what 5 by 5 means, but okay. Alright, Joe Rader saying sounds good. So I guess we can go ahead and get started. Alright, so like I said, this is Jack Switching Challenge. I set my throttle down somewhere. Well, that's not good. Of course, as soon as I need my throttle, I set it down. Fun times. I've got other throttles here, so did I set it at the computer maybe? Yeah, I set it at the computer because I was checking some settings. So I apologize for that. Alright, so Tim says that it cut out on his end at first. Could have been on his end. We got James Galton here, so welcome James. Norman Rowe. So I'm over here. I'm going to be down there at times as well. So, like I said, Jack Switching Challenge, he called me out and two others. The two others was Joe Rader and the other one was Scott, Hillbilly Railroad. And so I will be naming my three people that I'm going to be continuing this challenge on after I finish switching the cars out. Joe, while you're in here, did you call your three people out? I don't remember seeing you call out three people. I might have overheard it, but if you want to post your three people in the chat, so that way people know. Hey, we got Lee, Anfield Road layout in the loft here as well, so welcome Lee. Alright, so first locomotive we're going to move is our Cotton Belt Manifest, local number 62. This is my Brinkley to Jonesboro local. We're only going to be using that train just long enough to drop off a cut of cars on this track here, which is going to be the Hickory Ridge Track 2, and it's going to pick up these cars off of Track 1. And then when that train moves out, we'll take our Cotton Belt Switcher. It's a Baldwin VO 1000, and it's going to be doing a whole bunch of moves around this whole area of the layout. Hey, Dwight Curley's here, Shay's in scale, welcome guys. Alright, so if you got questions, don't hesitate to ask. If I don't see it in the chat because I'm busy, the wife back here behind me will do it for me, I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and move. Oops. Maybe if we were going the right direction to begin with.
James says he doesn't have any layout at the moment.
Okay, so James doesn't have a layout. Did Joe post his 3 people in the chat?
No.
Alright, so yeah, I forgot this locomotive's got momentum on it. Guys, it has been like over a month since I've been able to run trains on the layout due to things that have gone in my life, so... Alright, so we got Flying Crow, Crooked River and Eastern, and Roy Eltham. So Joe ended up stealing one of the ones I was going to pick, but that's okay, Joe. I'm not going to tell you which one you stole, but you could probably guess. But I've got some others in mind. Alright, so technically I would have stopped back here at the signal. I forgot I had momentum. I was coming in pretty hot. I would have to get clearance from dispatch to make sure that there is nothing on this track here lined up for any trains to go to track 2. Thankfully dispatch has went ahead and gave me the green light, so we're going to be nice there. Alright, so it looks like I'm picking up 4 cars and I am dropping off 3 cars. So this train's already blocked, so it's going to be the first 3 cars. So I'm going to slowly pull up. Just long enough to unhook.
Jack says that's why I challenge you.
Yeah, see, Jack knew that I had some stuff going on. Oh, come on, guy. You gonna uncouple for me? Alright, let me try this side. See if this dude might help here. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move him up. There we go. Get a light. Alright, now we're clear of the switch. So let's go ahead and make sure all of our switches are lined and change our direction. Blow the horn twice because we are in plunging forward. So now we're going to shove cars. Now the trick to it is, I have to make sure these cars, whoa! Guys, like I said, it's been a minute. Alright, let's back up.
Look how Rader says hi.
Hey Ian. Alright. I forgot to make sure that was lined. It'd be nice the day that I get buttons installed over here so that way I can see how they are lined up without the cars being in my vision. Okay, so he is going to stop. We're going to drop these cars off right here.
Norman said that did not sound good. Jack said, "You so rusty."
I know it. Alright, so now my locomotive's coming out, and it already has clearance from dispatch to come out on the main. Because I think the main wants that track opened up. Alright. I'm going to throw that switch. And of course I ain't been doing my horn signals like I should be. I gotta reprogram this one. Actually, this one here needs a new speaker. I think I've blown the speaker in it. It's very, very crackly. Alright. It's going to radio to dispatch, let them know they're connected, ready to go on to the next town. So, and we're going to carry on out of the way. I'll shut it down and it'll be good. I think it might actually hit a dead piece of track, which it did. That's awesome. It stopped for me. How about that?
Norman said, you got clearance, so only the OGs are going to understand that.
I know, right?
I know where that come from.
Okay, so now we're going to switch out some cars. And I forgot to pick those up. Oh well. Yeah, I'm pretty rusty, that's for sure. Alright, so the 050 is going to take care of the ones that I forgot to pick up. I don't care. Get those out of the way.
Roy Eltham says, hey Jason and everyone.
What's going on, Roy? Alright. Now let's start up our Baldwin. Let's make sure we got a headlight.
Kyle Stevens
We
says
do. Backup light. Awesome. Locomotive sounds so beautiful.
Kyle Stevens says hello.
Hey Kyle. I hope y'all can hear me over here over that locomotive. It's pretty loud. Alright. So we've got 3 cars here. I've got a Wilson Car Lines car, I've got a Cotton Belt Box car, and I've got a Anheuser-Busch beer car. So the things that I'm going to have to do here, let's see, the Cotton Belt Box car from, I got to see what's going where. Alright, so WCLX 20, was that 2392? Alright, so this one is going to go under the overhang.
Jack says, is that an Alco?
No, that is a Baldwin.
Kyle says he can hear you. CP368.
See, I forgot this one had automatic horns on it.
CP368 Productions. You are louder than the locomotive.
Okay, good deal.
Ian says can hear you pretty good still. So Baldwin. Kyle says sounds like a Baldwin.
Yeah, it's a VO1000. Now this locomotive I installed Tsunami 2 in the locomotive.
Norman says I love the smell of diesels in the afternoon.
Yeah, me too. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these cars, these 2 off of the road, the grade crossing, so that way we can open up traffic.
What is CP368?
That is Tim.
Okay. Listen, Baldwins usually sound like they are about to ride in the car at any moment.
That and some of the Alcos.
Ian says, burnt diesel fuel and creosote.
Yes. Alright.
Norman has a question.
What's up, Norman?
He says, how do you blow up that speaker? How do you blow up that speaker?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's probably the baffle might have a leak in it. Some of the oval speakers, will have I'll have to custom make a baffle for.
Jack said, hey all, this is the reason I did the challenge, to get all of you back to playing under layout. We get so busy with life till we forget to have some fun. Amen to that. Oh boy, Mr. Boebel's in the house.
Oh, the trees here. Well, the trees are pretty lucky that none of these industries have to do with wood. Wait a second, let me check that. SSW 37.
Yeah, I found you another challenger.
What is that?
Kyle Stevens says, I wish I could be joining the challenge, Jack.
Which Kyle?
Kyle Stevens.
Well, Kyle,
There's your third.
consider you one of my people. I am challenging you, and I will be challenging 2 others. You spoken, you get challenged. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is I've got 2 cars under the overhang here. So I'm going to pick up those 2 cars first.
Oh, you got is that a super chat?
Let me see. That is a super chat, so tell me who it's from.
Crooked River and Eastern.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
$4.99 and said, keep it up. And he's got a little fruit that's lifting weights. How cute.
That's awesome. Alright, so we had to stop, make sure that no one is under the overhang. So that's the brakeman or conductor's job. And then he's going to go ahead and signal the engineer to move forward.
Jack said, hey guys, just do the challenge and ask 3 people. Ian says I could model if I'd stop rough fanning.
Alright, so now we're going to take the 2 cars from the inside, we're going to move them to this track, which is the cleaning track. Because those cars had dressed meat, or butchered meat in other words. Or what they call quarters is another version. So those cars need to be cleaned.
Crooked River and Eastern said, can't stay, but just wanted to say hello.
Thanks, Dave. Have a good one, my friend.
Norman said, a lot of modelers move away from their layouts during the summer months. That's why a lot of people consider it a winter hobby. And Rick said I should do layouts. I said, funny, I was originally supposed to run it. Kyle says, oh boy, Jason, I hope I can do the challenge with just a loop of track.
Yeah, there's no reason you can't. So guys, the way the challenge works is you're basically doing some type of switch out. Technically, when I had the local come in, drop cars off here, was supposed to pick up cars there, that would account as the challenge. I'm going just a little bit further.
Roy said, uh-oh, I guess I have to finish putting my track back together, eh?
Yep.
Don't chicken out.
I'm hoping this locomotive don't die. There we go. Alright, so we're going to drop these 2 here off. And the nice thing is the conductor doesn't have to ride this car. He could actually be walking over here. Well, actually, he's got to throw the switch first. So yeah, he's probably going to be riding on the back of the car.
Gary Shanks says, evening, everyone.
Hey, Gary. But now we're going to take this car that's loaded with dressed meats. It's going to go under the overhang, and it could go to any of the doors, but we're going to go ahead and put it at door 3. Because it's the closest to the end, there's no reason for the locomotive to go up under the overhang no further than it needs to.
Marty says hello.
Marty M?
Yes.
What's going on, Marty?
Jack says, you can block a train in the yard. It's anything involving a switch. You can block a train in the yard. It's anything involving a switch.
Blocking a train is building a train. Alright. It'll be nicer when I start putting magnets in there. Okay. So these two cars that we dropped off will eventually need to go in there. However, we have to give adequate time for cleaning. So the next thing I'm going to do is start doing my pickups from the other side. Alright, so SSW 20173 is going to be picked up. So the first one we're going to pick up is from the Shack a Sip Furniture Company.
You're going to mess that open though.
Yeah.
Says he has 2 switches, just has to stop by a local hobby town and grab a few more straight sections, and he's not sure if he can do it live. He says I can try to get a recording of it next week probably.
Well, hey, if you do a recording and do it as a premiere, as a premiere,
why are you looking at me?
That counts as a live in a way. Alright, so the first car is being picked up.
It's early. Early's in the house.
So that switch there.
Skip over the valley.
What's going on, John? Artie?
Says he'll try that. He's never done a premiere.
Yeah, basically the premiere, all it is you recorded a video, and then when you go live with it, when you schedule it, no one can really fast forward through it, so it kind of acts like a recorded live stream. So, I mean, like, there is a live chat, so people can chat with you, you know, if they got a question about what you're doing.
It's just not real time, is it?
Yeah, it's not real time.
Norman said, Jason, is your camera on a movable tripod? If so, can you move us a little closer, or are you coming our way?
I am coming your direction.
Jack said, oh my god, I want a ball. I want that ballroom, Jason.
I bet you do. It moves good. It's a Stewart.
Oh gosh, Golden. He can't do this challenge. My track game a drunk at the pub while watching the pole dancer. Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, that does.
Roy said, wait, so I can record a video and do a premiere instead of a live?
Yes, you could. Well, I don't see why you couldn't. I think live's better, in my opinion. But if you can't do a live, then yeah, just do a recording and do a premiere. Now, Roy Eltham, I think Joe Rader challenged you.
Yes.
Let's see here. I went a little too far. I was paying attention to the chat.
Paul says, did you add the sound, Jason? That sounds really good for a Stewart.
That is Tsunami 2 soundtracks with 2 mini cube speakers.
Norman said loud is better.
Now, when I got this locomotive, it was originally DC. And I did have to mill out the frame just a little bit to get everything to fit. Alright, so for those who don't know, I don't have the building here yet. I'm working on doing a kit bash, and I am doing a video on it. But this is my Budweiser brewery plant. So the truck that's going to go here is where they're going to load the cars up with beer. This track here is where they're going to unload the box cars with grain. Keep in mind, the era that I run, they did not have grain in covered hoppers. They were ran in 40-foot single-door box cars.
Roy says, yeah, Joe challenged me. I know what I'm going to do, but I have my track all apart doing the block detection sections.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to do here, and I'm going to be nice to the local that's coming by. This tank car right here has got to get picked up. Hazmat rules states that you must have so many buffer cars. So what I need to do is I need to go and grab that tank car and have it here between. Now, doing industrial switching, you do not have to have buffer cars. It's mainly on the main line. So your locals and, you know, mixed manifest freights, unit trains, they all have to have buffer cars. So I'm going to go pick that one up first.
Real Artist is in the house.
Hey, what's going on, Mike?
He says, been up at the cabin on the river, limited internet. What is the challenge?
Oh, we got Freak Jr. popping in.
Somebody want to fill him in on the challenge?
Alright. Do that there. Make sure that's lined, that's lined. Alright. Now, if I was being like super 100% prototypical on my switching, I would actually stop at each individual switch that's not lined my direction, switch it, and then continue. But I gotta kind of shake some of the rust off first.
Kyle says, can I do live streams from my phone with 103 subs?
Kyle, if you do it through StreamYard, yes. If you do it directly through YouTube, no. You can also use that, I think it's Prism is what Boxcar Jerry uses. You can use that too.
Norman's telling Train Freak Jr.
Now he's out of camera, of course. You want a couple? Want to push it?
Jack
Yeah,
said,
it's couple.
Jason, oh my God, you rusty. He knows.
See, it didn't even couple. That's plastic couplers for you.
They're saying you're rusty.
I'm telling you, I'm out. Like I said,
Wait a minute.
it's been a minute. Alright, so now I'm going to go pick up these 3 cars here. Now, even though this tank car is empty, it is because it was carrying liquid propane gas, or LPG, it's still considered a hazmat. Whoa, Daryl! Holy smokes, dude.
Jack said, Jason, turn into Tin Man. Someone get him an oil can. And CP368 says, not necessarily, Jason. If the switches are close to each other, the crew member on the ground will just walk to the next switch.
Yes, that is true.
Norman says, is that a Mars light on the Alcoa?
No. So Cotton Belt did not use the Mars. So that's one of the huge differences between Cotton Belt and Southern Pacific is even though Cotton Belt was owned by the SP, as an independent company, they did not use Mars lights.
Andy Ambrose is in the house. He says, are we watching from your PTZ camera?
No, this is from my GoPro.
Of course, you know D-Roll Daryl's in the house.
Yes, I saw that super chat. Thanks so much, Daryl. You are awesome, my friend.
Freaking correct. Roy said it's not an alcohol. That was a while back. He may have been explaining to somebody else.
Yep. Yet the locomotive, it's a Baldwin VO 1000.
I like the sound of it. It sounds nice. Enfield Road layout in the loft says,
Oh, dead spot.
see next one. All have a good stream.
Gotta love the dead spots.
No.
So, guys, like I said, even though the turnouts are in place, the track's all wired up, none of these switches have tortoises, none of them are juiced on the frogs yet. That's because I don't have tortoises over here. Eventually, once I get to that part of the layout, that will fix a lot of my issues.
Artie said, ding dong. Passengers, our train is delayed due to main line being blocked by someone too slow in switching. Please get comfortable. We will be here.
Hey, the main line is completely open.
That's so good.
As long as I don't go down this little piece of track here, the main line is completely open.
Artie said engine ran out of fuel. Got another super chat from Artie M.
Whoa, thanks, Marty.
He said just for fun.
Just for fun.
Man, y'all are so kind and generous.
Kyle said, Jason, I may ask you for address on Facebook someday. I have an SP double stack 5-unit set that won't be used on my layout. They will need a little TLC.
So, Kyle, good thing on that is I actually went through a lot of my inventory. A lot of my modern stuff. And I've got roughly 3 totes of trains that I will be selling because they just do not fit my era. So as far as that SP double stack unit, I would hit up Derail Daryl because he does like to run some intermodal, but I don't know, that might be too old for what he's doing as well. Yeah, Junior is a straight up mess.
They're laughing at you, laughing at your dad.
That's so true though.
Hillbilly Railroad says, remember me?
Hey, Scott.
He might have been in there for a while. I can't remember.
Hey, Andy, thanks, man.
It just seems like the
You saw your super chat, I guess?
Yes, thank you, Andy, so much, man. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to line the double slip to go straight across. This is track 1. And we're going to drop these 4 cars off.
Nancy is in the house.
Nancy J, what's going on?
Hello all, I can't stay, but wanted to show support. I'm out watching the Blue Angels fly and hydroplanes races. Have a great stream and catch a replay.
Okay, take care, Nancy. Thanks for popping in.
Artie says he loves the propane tanks.
Thank you. That's not what a lot of people called them at first. If you go back and watch the live stream when I actually built the propane tanks, they were such a pain because they were warped. You should just see all the comments from like Sparky and whatnot because they were not calling them propane tanks. Now, I would not recommend a child to go read those comments either.
Oh my.
Let me see them.
Dead spot! Wah, wah. Alright. But it stopped at a good spot. Okay.
Almost tied.
The funny thing is, I didn't even move the locomotive. Yeah, of course it's probably gonna be real dirty on the... No, is that a well?
Or is it, folks, you can see why my color ran out of beer.
Yeah, I think we're starting to run low on fuel. I think Artie siphoned it all.
Real Artist said, my propane facility is named Flatulence Gas Company, a division of Boebel Gas Company. But the flat is spelled P-H-L-A-T-T. Flat.
I'm gonna have to move a little faster. There we go.
Norman said, oh man, what do people call him? That Sparky who's wacky.
Alright, so now we gotta do the runaround.
Andy said, I just learned the name of your gas company and some of your other industries.
Thanks, Andy.
Joe Rader says, whenever you go live, the problems show up.
Absolutely.
You got a question from RUA Training
Say, look at
2.
there. And, oh, that's actually a derail.
How high is your layout? I also like to have my layout near eye level.
Okay, so this one's actually eye level to me, and it's a real hard question to answer. Mainly, you gonna stop honking? Mainly because this was a garage, so the floor has a slight slope to it. And so where I'm at is the lowest part of the floor. So it seems higher here than if I'm over at my computer where staging is. And it's like 3 or 4 inches difference in height, even though the layout is completely level, it's the floor that's not.
Thomas Grace is in the house, says hi.
But I do not know exactly how high it is. Alright, so I need to see where these 2 cars are going. I know where that one's going. So, SSW 33748.
Matt's and Nibbles says, tell Jason his old neighbor Matt says, hey.
Who is it?
Matt's and Nibbles? Tell Jason his old neighbor Matt says, hey.
Oh, what's going on, Matt? Alright, 33748. So that is going to Budweiser as well. Alright, so both these cars are going to the same industry. That makes my life a little easier. Alright, we got that straightened up.
Thomas Gracie said, hey.
What's going on, Thomas? Alright, so these 2 cars are going to the industry that has yet to be built. And depending on how big this building is will depend on exactly where Passmore Gas is going to be. And then that depends on how long the line goes out that way. Now, one of the things I'm going to go ahead and do while I'm in this area is this is about the time where the 2 cars that we set out to the cleaning track, they should be clean now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those while I'm at it.
Mr. Manny Fernandez is in the house and says hello.
Mr. Manny, how are you? Dead track. Gotta love it.
Thomas wants to know, where did you get those 2 tanks?
So those are Walders. can't even remember what the kit is. But it is a propane. I think it's just called the propane tanks. It's supposed to be an add-on kit. Come on, dude.
Jack says, I hope Jason tries to get into a weekly 15-minute operation show. With the little lucky face.
Jack, I don't know about 15 minutes.
MR6017 says, why wasn't I invited down today?
Hey, Marcus, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, is that Marcus?
Yeah. So Marcus, Mr. 6017 actually got the privilege of doing this last week. So if you go into my community page, you'll see a guy actually switching with this locomotive who actually had a lot less issues than I'm having today. Yeah, he got the privilege of being able to run on the layout last week.
Can you create a poll?
Do what?
Will it let me create a poll?
It'll let me create one. Okay, I'm going to stop here because like I said, none of these are wired in, even DCC. So we're going to spot this car here for the time being. Eventually that car will get spotted about here. So for those who actually do show up in person wanting to operate on the layout, this is probably one of the first areas I would put them at. Running this switcher because they don't have to deal with the main line, they don't have to deal with signals. All they got to do is just pick up cars that are already spotted and move them over to the other track for the local to pick up. Oh, we got one of the freak pups in the house. And of course, when Jack did the challenge, and I was listening to the challenge, him say it, I was like, I bet you that son of a gun picks me first.
Artie has a what you call it for you. He said, let's throw a spanner into Jason's challenge. If the train goes dead, that track should be shut down. LOL.
Well, Artie, if you stop siphoning my gas or my diesel, it won't stop. Alright, so we got the two cars that Budweiser spotted. We're getting very close to wrapping things up. Hey, Mark. So Donovan Dad is from Ireland.
Oh, nice.
And Andy Ambrose, he's from the UK. So we got a couple from the other side of the pond in the house. That's awesome. That one feels like it's already set. Thanks, Scott. Alright. So now we got a couple of cars inside the building we got to pick up. And I would move the camera closer, but it's plugged in, so it doesn't have a battery in it, because I didn't want it to overheat. So it's plugged in, so I can't really move the camera any closer.
Boy, Eltham said, I'm only here for that sweet engine rumble.
It sounds great. If you want to hear another engine rumble that sounds good, is like the Alco PAs that use the 244 prime mover. Oh, don't you die on me. I see that headlight flickering. I knew it.
Wyatt said, why are you so far away?
Do what?
Wyatt said, why are you so far away?
I mean, this is like 15 feet from the camera.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to make sure no one's inside the building. And then we're going to connect to the cars.
Kyle said, watching y'all run your trains is really making me jealous, especially those who can switch.
Man, I'll tell you, like I used to have the circle layouts, the loops. Man, I do not like those style of layouts. But that's just a personal preference. For those who like it, hey, that's great. I mean, it's your layout. But for me, I got real bored with them real easily. And just wanted no part of the circle layout. And then I found out about operations and fell in love with it. Because, I mean, it makes you think what you're doing. You know, trying to do it in as least amount of moves as possible. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is take these last two cars, and I am going to spot them over here, just out of the way, so that way I can take the two cars closest to the locomotive that came from the cleaning track. They'll go inside the building.
Roy says, I gotta have operations, but I like having the loop for the main line, but it's not a simple circle.
You got something stuck somewhere. But it ain't wanting to move. That was weird.
Jack says, how many have you done so far?
What?
I don't know, he just said how many. I'm wondering if he's responding to you or...
I'm not sure. That was weird. I'm having issues with these Pico Electro Frog turnouts. I'm not a fan of those. I like the Enso Frogs, but man, I do not like the Electros.
Moves. He's asking how many moves have you done so far?
Oh man, there's no telling how many moves. But with a design like this, you're going to do a lot of moves. Alright. But see, the nice thing is the locals already came by for the day. So the next local won't be till tomorrow, or the next operating day per se. So it doesn't matter how long it takes this guy to get all the stuff done. He's just got to have it all done today.
did you put a stay alive in that when you did the install?
No, I don't have enough space. But that's why frog juicers are supposed to be very handy, but like I said, I don't have these frogs juiced up yet. And that's why it keeps dying on that turnout. Okay. Really, dude? So, like I said, I'm going to be nice to the next local crew that comes and picks up. I've got this tanker here. I have to have at least 4 buffer cars. Well, right now I've got 3. So, if I already had more buffer cars there, then I would have just took my locomotive, connected to the front, pushed this whole cut into these 2 cars, and then, you know, pulled them back up for the local for the next day.
Thomas Grassy says, sounds like a wiring issue on the Pico. On my Pico turnouts, I had to flip some of the wires around to get it to have power on the frog. Did you test to see if the frog has power?
The frogs are dead because I do not have a frog juicer on them. So no frog juicers anywhere on this area of the layout right now. There will be. Alright, but like I was saying, but since I do not have enough buffer cars here, I'm going to have to pick these 2 up, and we're going to have to move them to the front area of the train, because we got to make sure that we have enough buffers for that tank car. Even though it's empty, you still have to have enough.
Norman said that loco's going up against the wall in a minute.
Nah, I won't do that. I've got another switcher, and it doesn't have Tsunami 2 in it. It's got Tsunami 1. And it still has those issues. So it's a layout thing that I'm aware of. I know I got to get it fixed. It is what it is.
Artie says, I use insulated Pico frog turnouts. You don't have this issue of train running over field, only when track is dirty.
Yep, and Insul Frog, in my opinion, is a whole lot better than the Electro Frogs. This is a Pico Insul Frog double slip. I hardly ever have any issues with it. But at the time that I needed a couple of turnouts over there due to the limited stock of turnouts, I was stuck getting 2 Pico number 5s, because when you're doing a crossover, you really don't want to mix match turnouts.
Jack says, idea, keep alive.
No space. Switchers are very, very hard to get sound and keep alive inside the shells. Very, very tough.
Artie said the French came and took the frogs at Northern Road.
Yeah.
Thomas said, Jason, what are you using to control the Pico turnout? I use PL10 to PL1.
Right now, I'm not using anything. They're just free movement, but I will be using tortoises.
Joe Rader said Jason ate the frog eggs.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and now connect these up. So if anyone is wondering on just this wall section of the layout, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turnouts on the main. The double slip counts as 2 turnouts, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 turnouts just on this one wall. So something that I cannot do is I cannot leave this grade crossing blocked. So I'm going to have to move the tank car past the grade crossing. I've got a little bit of space here that it can go in. Because like I said, the local's not coming back till the next day.
Jack said, damn man, lost some money.
Oh, Jack, wait till you see the bottom level.
Chris Bell is in the house. Says, sorry, I'm just joining. Is this a new Jack challenge?
Yes, it is. Jack I think released this challenge maybe 2 days ago. Alright, so our lonely tank car is going to sit there on one side of the grade crossing. We're going to move the train forward. We're going to drop the rest of the cutoff here.
Systems and how that's the worst thing you can do for your kids.
It absolutely is.
We won't get into that. Kyle says, time for work. I'll see what I can come up with. Hope to have a video sometime next week.
Alright, Kyle, have a good day at work, buddy. I'm almost done, so. Alright, so all the cars have been swapped out. Now it's time to put the locomotive back under the invisible locomotive shed. Or canopy, or whatever you want to call it. Yep, I got a little floof in the area. Yeah, I'm lined up. Now, as you can see with these Atlas switches, I'm not, even with the Frog's not even powered, I'm not having the issues that I'm having out of these Pico Electro Frogs.
You got a $10 super chat from Mr. Manny from Ambrose.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Manny. What does super chat say?
It's got the little fruit jumping up and down. It says,
Oh, that's a super sticker.
Oh.
Look at her, she's better.
She don't like the sound of it, does she?
Alright, we're going to send the shutdown command now. Alright, so that was that. So for those who want to see the other switcher, I'll grab it real quick. It's just right over here. So this is it. This is a Proto 2000. It's a SW9. This one's got sound in it. It's got Tsunami 1 sound in it, so it's not Tsunami 2. It sounds okay. The sound's pretty weak in it, so it will get a new decoder. But, yeah, that's my other one.
Jack said keep going.
Keep going?
Keep going for what?
Well, here, I'll run another train. How about that?
Then the Freak family needs to eat dinner.
Yeah, it's almost dinner time. Alright, let me do this then. Hold on just a second, Jack. I'll run you one more train, okay? Just for you.
Never work live with kids, animals, or model railroad equipment.
Yeah, something like that.
Was that your doggy shaking its head? Yes. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, sir.
Okay, one more. Here we go. I ain't ran this loco in a while, so we'll see how it goes.
Get the whole thing down in here.
Yeah, we do.
Alright, I got a headlight.
Jason, my switchers have keep alives in them and was no problem, Thomas said.
Are they the soundtracks keep alives, or are they just a single capacitor? Yeah, this part of the layout might be dirty. Come on, dude. Alright, let's try it again.
Yeah.
Hi, Grammy.
Too bad. Dirty track. Alright, I know you'll go there. Oh no, don't you start that mess on me. This one here tends to have issues. This one's got a current keeper in it. So I have to kind of let this one die out.
Thomas said my keep alives are TCS KA2.
Yeah. I mean, here's the secret. You can put keep alives in a locomotive if you want to. But if you're, I mean, when you think about it, when your locomotive dies, what's the normal cause? It's either a dead spot, typically a turnout because of the frog and the points. That's typically when it dies, is on the frog and the points. And then the other part is dirty track. So if you have to use a keep alive all the time, then that basically means that one, you're not doing your track maintenance, and two, if you use keep alives, or not keep alives, but frog juicers, you shouldn't need a keep alive.
Jack just says get the cleaning car, let it run for a while.
Yeah, I need to. Come on, dude.
White Wall Wheels said, can someone cut the string on the bell, please?
Alright, for that, I'm going to a different locomotive. The bell is automatic because these are passenger locomotives. Alright, select 306.
They make it hurt like that. It says, hello, everyone.
They make it hurt
That's
like
their
that?
name. Oh, they make it like that.
Oh, that's Tim.
Told you these glasses.
There we go. We'll use an EMD instead of an Alco PA.
White Wall Wheel says you dial 911 and ask for an undertaker. Okay.
Alright, last train, Jack.
He said, I don't make any.
There we go. Now we got the high-speed passenger.
That's the reason why you don't leave the train crew sleeping for over the week, Jack says.
Yep. Alright.
Norman says I'm doing a great job.
Uh.
Because I can't see.
Because you can't see.
He says I'm forgiven.
Alright, guys. Well, that is all I've got for Jack Switching Challenge. Jack, I hope that sufficed your challenge. Alright, so the 3 culprits that I am picking for this challenge. One of mine got taken, but I had someone wanted to do it. So, Kyle Stevens, I know you're already gone for the day, buddy. But there you go. You are officially being called out to do the challenge. The other one is going to be Derail Daryl. I want to see what he comes up with. And then the last person is going to be Weathering with AJ. I want to see him pull off this challenge. Speaking of Derail Daryl and Weathering with AJ, when I host Sidetrack Sunday this month, they will be attending me. They covered me for last month, and I thought about bringing them back on. And speaking of Sidetrack Sunday, do not forget, we got Schuylkill River Valley tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Mountain, 5 o'clock Pacific. And for you down in the deep south in the Aussie land, yeah, not sure what time it's going to be for you. And for those over on the other side of the pond, I'm not sure either. So, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and sign off, and I'm going to go get me some dinner. So thanks to everyone who sent super chat, super stickers. I greatly appreciate it. And for the rest of y'all, thanks for being here. So y'all be safe out there, and we will catch y'all next time.